Joining me now from Houston, Texas, former U.S. Border Patrol agent, attorney, and congressional candidate for District 22 in Texas, Greg Hill. Greg, former Border Patrol agent, I say this, and I mean it, that the President of the United States, this president, the 45th president, I call him the border president because I believe no president since Eisenhower, and maybe he's even on top of Eisenhower, has a commander-in-chief paid attention to our southern flank in particular like this president.
Oh, you're absolutely correct. And thanks for having me, Graham. Yeah, this president's really fought hard for the border. He's one of the only ones that has said he's going to do it and then followed through with it. So I'm certainly appreciative of that. I would have loved to been a Border Patrol agent when he was president. So anyhow, he's a great president so far.
¿Tú hablas español?
Sí.
Besides law enforcement, you've done a lot of things. And the reason why I'm asking if you speak Spanish, because I know you speak Spanish because you taught high school Spanish. You're a former Border Patrol agent. You taught high school Spanish. You're a former local prosecutor. You own your own law firm. You're a city council member. I don't see astronaut or baseball player on here, so shame on you. But obviously, you've held a lot of positions within your local community.
Yeah, God has moved me and shaped me in 26 years, and I've just been steady at it the entire time. The last thing I did was a judge countywide, County Court of Law #1 and probate court. I was elected in the 2018 primary. So I just enjoy humbly serving others, and that's primarily the main reason why I decided to come off the bench to run for this seat.
25% of District 22 in Texas, from the numbers I have seen, are Hispanic. Hispanic voters, or maybe just the population is Hispanic. An amazing median income, if this is correct, and I want you to correct me if I'm wrong. I double-checked this, and it came out to $94,000 a year, the median income. A Republican-heavy leaning district, Republican plus 10. Pete Olson is the current congressman. He is retiring. Who are the people of District 22 in your mind?
Well, it's a very diverse group of citizenry. It's the melting pot. It's what America is going to look like 10 years from now. And that's why I love it so much. And it's where I was born and raised. So they're just highly educated folks, good people. And it's just great to have the opportunity to represent them for sure.
One of the things you want to do, I've read on your website, is to streamline immigration, legal immigration. What do you mean by this?
Right. So as it relates to permanent residency, it's hypocritical for us Republicans, and I'm a Republican. I've been one since the late 80s at Texas A&M University with the young Republicans. But it's hypocritical for us to say, come through the front door, assimilate, learn about America, do it the right way when it takes 6 to 7, 8 years. They have to fill out 6, 7 inches of paperwork, pay thousands of dollars, pay taxes. All the while they can have a neighbor that hires a coyote for $3,000 or $4,000 and gets over in a day, is never paying taxes, has a baby, and it's a $5 million Medicaid baby. We need to incentivize folks to do it the legal way. We should have a merit-based system. We should have folks that we want here, and let's get them here. It shouldn't take longer than 2 or 3 years to get permanent residency. Not all people want to be a citizen, but let's get the ones that don't need to be here out, and let's keep the ones we want in.
Aside from this legal immigration issue that you want to bring to Washington, D.C., what do you think is the most consequential issue right now for voters in Texas, in particular District 22?
So border security, immigration, no doubt, is polling #1. And then the national debt is polling #2. It's a huge problem. And I always say national debt / socialism because they kind of go hand in hand with some of these preposterous ideas that the liberal left is proposing, be it Medicare for all, college tuition for all, mandated employment for all. Not sustainable. We can't afford $50 trillion to $94 trillion projects like that when our national debt's $23 trillion. The third thing that's important, folks get scared when it rains around here. You know about Hurricane Harvey. Yeah. You shouldn't be scared when it rains. So we need to bring back some of our federal tax dollars, take a look at things like the Coastal Spine Project, and let's try to keep it from being, we have aging drainage that hasn't been changed since World War II. So let's look at drainage and mobility and transportation projects for the local folks here.
Would you be in favor of a balanced budget amendment to the United States Constitution requiring these folks in Washington, D.C. to do what I do every month, and that is balance my books?
Absolutely. I just, Mark Twain said, common sense is all the sense a man needs, and I don't see why we shouldn't require that they balance their checkbook. We need a balanced budget amendment. We need to stop sending aid to foreign countries that are hostile towards us. I think it's NED, National Enforcement for Democracy. We're spending $113 billion a year to promote democracy abroad. We probably need to work on preserving our own democracy when it's being attacked from the liberal left. And there's several different examples, but absolutely I would.
ElectGregHill.com is the website. ElectGregHill.com is the website if you'd like to read more about Greg's resume. I only scratched the surface of what you have done in your life. Greg, thank you and good luck.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.